Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and tonight I want to tell you that India is embarrassing itself globally. In the name of Astha, in the name of faith, our netas have made a complete mockery of safety measures and endangered the lives of thousands of devotees. It's criminal tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as a congregation has been allowed to appease a majority community. It's deplorable that Astha has been invoked when a raging pandemic is really taking its toll across the world, and in India, the second wave of the COVID infections have taken everybody by surprise, with no hospital beds available, with oxygen, medicines, everything in short supply. We are actually allowing a congregation of the kind that we have seen in Uttarakhand, a state ruled by the BJP. It's deplorable that this Astha has been invoked at such a time. Most importantly, it's pathetic that the Chief Minister Tirath Singh Rawat is brazening it out when a top seer from the Akhada passed away yesterday due to COVID, and allows the Kumbh show, the Kumbh mega show, to continue almost as if nothing's happened. Tonight, I want to ask the Chief Minister, what is this Kumbh show? What is this appeasement? At what cost? At the cost of lives? Why are we sending thousands of seers into death traps instead of educating them, instead of taking informed decisions? Will the Chief Minister take responsibility for the infections that are spreading in Haridwar, in Uttarakhand, and when these seers return to other parts of the country, including inside rural areas, remote rural areas where health facilities might be at an abysmal level? Excuse me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's just purely look at the numbers for a minute. For all those defending this madness, just look at pure numbers. 45 lakh people have taken the Shahi Snan or the holy dip, and those pictures are on your screen. 45 lakh plus people have taken the dip between two Shahi Snans on the 12th and the 14th of April. And let me also tell you that in the last 2 weeks, there have been over 1,700 infected people. And I don't know what the level of testing is, whether there are enough tests. Yesterday, when the seer Kapil Dev ji passed away, 10,000 people were living in that vicinity and they have been tested. I don't know when those results will come out. We have no idea about a human bomb that is possibly ticking inside some of these areas. And the Niranjani Akhada, a prominent seer group, one of the biggest of the 13 big Akhadas, has decided to pull out of this Kumbh after a spike that it has seen. And as of tonight, 19,000 plus cases in Haridwar alone. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the number that we are talking about. Now, this graphical representation gives you a better picture of what we have seen just in the last 6 days. In the last 6 days, we've gone up from 254 to about 1,500 COVID positive cases just in Haridwar, just in this area, a hike of about 469%. 469%, that's the level in 6 days that we are seeing the growth of the corona infected cases. Several states don't even have a mechanism to check the devotees who come into the borders. And most states in North India, Uttar Pradesh, Delhi, already reeling under the COVID onslaught, will see their numbers rising whenever these devotees come back, and they come back in big groups. And this is all happening in a state ruled by a party that says it has the power and the strategy for governance. Yes, the BJP. Let's listen in to the health minister who spoke sense But clearly his own party colleague and Chief Minister of Uttarakhand fails to understand him.
कोविड एप्रोप्रिएट बिहेवियर को किसी भी कीमत पर हम ना भूलें। अगर देशवासी इस बात को गंभीरता से ले लेंगे कि इस समय जब वैक्सीनेशन भी साथ साथ चल रहा है, हमको कोविड एप्रोप्रिएट बिहेवियर यानी मास्क, साबुन से हाथ धोना और 2 गज की दूरी और जो सुपर स्प्रेडर बड़े बड़े भीड़ वाले इवेंट्स हैं, इनको अवॉइड करना है।
Well, the health minister says avoid super spreader events. And on the other hand, we see the administration in Uttarakhand which imposes curbs and restrictions in every other place, every other district except in Kumbh. So in every other area, there is a restriction that more than 200 people cannot come together. 50% in buses, 50% in transport. But the Kumbh has been left aside because here the congregation must happen in the name of faith, in the name of Astha. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to the legitimate question tonight. Has faith been placed over science and health? And is this really about faith at all, or is this about politics? That's the question and the debate coming up on the other side. Kumbh COVID Conundrum. That's the hashtag and the debate coming up.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
And joining me tonight, Dr. Shambhit Patra, BJP spokesperson, Shehzad Poonawala, lawyer, Ghanshyam Tiwari, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, Sanjay Jha, suspended Congress leader, Abdul Razak Khan, political analyst, joining me live from Bengaluru. But my first question goes to Swami Chakrapani, national president of the Akhil Bharat Hindu Mahasabha and Sant Mahasabha, joining me live from Delhi. And Swami Chakrapani जी, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ, ये जो 45 लाख वहां पे गए हैं लोग जिन्होंने अपनी आस्था के लिए कुंभ में जाकर गंगा जी में डुबकी लगाई है, क्या इन्हें कोविड के बारे में नहीं सोचना चाहिए? क्या वहां के प्रशासन को नहीं समझाना चाहिए कि इतनी संख्या में लोगों को वहां जमा नहीं होना चाहिए ऐसे समय पर जब कोविड का प्रकोप अपनी चरम सीमा पर है?
नहीं, देखिए, इस बात को समझना होगा नायिका जी कि ये कुंभ कोई 2 दिन से नहीं लग रहे हैं, साल भर से नहीं लग रहे हैं। ये हजारों साल एक पौराणिक एक हमारा महापर्व है जिसमें सभी लोग एकत्रित होकर और विश्व कल्याण की कामना इसमें की जाती है। सवाल इस बात का है कि आखिर जिस प्रकार से कुंभ को बेवजह विवादित बनाने का प्रयास किया जा रहा है, ये बहुत पवित्र भावना से किया गया और सनातन धर्म का एक बहुत महान पर्व है, तो इसमें ये सिर्फ विश्व कल्याण छिपा हुआ है और विश्व की कामना के लिए लोग संत इकट्ठे होते हैं। अब रही बात सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग की और गाइडलाइन की पालन करने, तो गाइडलाइन का पालन करने की बंगाल में तो नहीं देखे जा रहे। वहां पे तो आप देखो ममता बनर्जी या तमाम और जितने राजनीतिक पार्टियां बड़े बड़े लाखों सम्मेलन कर रहे हैं, तो राजनीति के लिए तो आपने छूट दे दिया। लेकिन अगर जो यहाँ पे धर्म के नाम पे इकट्ठे हो रहे हैं और धर्म ही तो जिंदा हुआ, धर्म है तभी तो लोग जिंदा है ना, तो आस्था तो बहुत बड़ी चीज है। तो आप किसी की भावना को ऐसे हल्के में नहीं ले सकते।
स्वामी चक्रपाणी जी, मैं भी हिंदू हूं। हाँ, इस देश में बहुत सारे हिंदू हैं और हम सबकी आस्था भगवान में है, सनातन धर्म में है, हिंदू फेथ में है, हम सबकी आस्था है। लेकिन आस्था से ऊपर एक चीज होती है, वो होती है समझ से काम लेना। आपकी आस्था क्या कम हो जाएगी अगर कुंभ के स्नान इस साल नहीं होंगे और बाद में कभी हो जाएंगे? आपकी आस्था क्या कम हो जाएगी अगर आप सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग करेंगे और वहां भीड़ ना लगाएंगे, कुछ चुनिंदा लोग चले जाएं ताकि इस तरह का जो हमने देखा है नजारा ये ना देखने को मिले? मैं आपसे पूछ रही हूं कि रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी नहीं है क्या? क्योंकि आपने देखा एक धर्म गुरु उनकी तो मृत्यु हो गई वहां पर, तो क्या ये कोविड पूछ के आता है कि आप किस धर्म के हैं? क्या ये पूछ के आता है कि आप धर्म की वजह से बाहर जा रहे हैं या राजनीति की वजह से जा रहे हैं? अगर ये वायरस अटैक करेगा तो ये किसी को भी कर लेगा, तो ध्यान तो हमें देना है ना।
नाविका जी बिल्कुल आपने ठीक कहा। और देखिए संत शासक समाज ये तीनों का दायित्व तो होता है कि इस वैश्विक महामारी से लड़े, लेकिन इस बात को ये आप इनकार नहीं कर सकती। आप देखिए अमरनाथ यात्रा रुक गया, किसी हिंदू सनातनी ने उसके लिए आंदोलन नहीं किया। आप ये देखिए कैलाश मानसरोवर यात्रा रुक गई और तमाम 4 धाम यात्रा रुकी हुई है। तो अब तमाम यात्राएं, हर मंदिर बंद कर दिए जाते तो कोई तो नहीं बोलता, लेकिन शराब तो बिक रहा है ना। शराब की दुकानों पर आप देखिए ना, वहां तो सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग की पालन नहीं हो रही है।
कुंभ का स्नान क्यों नहीं रुक सकता? स्वामी चक्रपाणी जी, मैं आपसे सिर्फ एक सीधा सवाल पूछना चाहती हूँ। सवाल ये है कि क्या आप उनको एडवाइस करेंगे जो वहां जा रहे हैं भीड़ में कि आज इस बार मत जाइए? पहले भी प्रकोप में मंदिर बंद हुए हैं, यात्राएं रद्द की गई हैं। घर से बैठकर क्या आप अगर विश्व कल्याण की बात करेंगे तो क्या तब आपकी आस्था में कमी आ जाएगी? चक्रपाणी जी, आज मैं आपको कह रही हूं, चुनौती दे रही हूं कि आप सबसे कहिए कि आप इस तरह वहां मत जाइए, आपकी अपनी जान को खतरा है। कल्याण कैसे होगा विश्व का अगर वहां के 45 लाख लोगों में वायरस फैलने लगेगा? कल्याण कहां से होगा?
अरे अच्छे कुंभ नहीं था उसके पहले भी तो फैल रहा था, और हरिद्वार को छोड़ दीजिए तो उसके बाद भी तो फैल रहा है। सवाल इस बात का है, देखिए सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग का पालन करते हुए वहां पे जो लोग हैं वो करें, और जो सरकार की गाइडलाइन है उस अनुसार से करें, और एक दूसरे के। और संत तो वृक्ष का बहु न फल बचे, नदी न संचय नीर, परमार्थ के कारण साधु भया शरीर। साधु तो ऐसे ही परमार्थ के लिए होता है, दूसरी की ज्यादा चिंता करता है। हमारी सनातन परंपरा, दधीचि की परंपरा और अनेक त्यागियों की जुड़ी हुई है। तो आप उस पे ये नहीं कर सकती। वहां के संत किसी को नहीं फैलाने के लिए गए हुए, न फैलाते हैं, लेकिन ये तो पूरे विश्व में फैला हुआ है। कुंभ के वजह से पूरे विश्व में थोड़े कोरोना फैल गया।
आर अ डॉक्टर and a politician and a member of the BJP. I want to ask you, Dr. Sambit Patra, the visuals are on the screen. You've seen the crowds there. You've seen the administrative orders which say everybody else should stay indoors, follow curbs, follow restrictions, no more than 200 people in a gathering for marriages or any such gathering. But for the Kumbh Mela, these rules do not apply. Dr. Sambit Patra, क्या हिंदू आस्था इतनी कमजोर है कि एक बार कुंभ के स्नान में नहीं गए तो हिंदू आस्था खत्म हो जाएगी? क्या इस वक्त बीजेपी की जो सरकार है उसे ये नहीं सोचना चाहिए कि पैंडेमिक कोविड से लड़ना ज्यादा जरूरी है? आस्था घर में भी बैठकर एक्सप्रेस की जाती है। इज दिस द फेलियर ऑफ द बीजेपी चीफ मिनिस्टर तीरथ सिंह रावत? आई वॉन्ट टू आस्क यू दिस, डॉक्टर पात्रा।
Navika, you rightly pointed out that I am a member of the Bharatiya Janata Party and its national spokesperson, and the saying in BJP is nation first, party next, and self last. So, of course, as far as the protection of the nation is concerned, as far as the rule of the nation is concerned, as far as the well-being of the nation is concerned, that is paramount for our party. And let me not mince any words, because extremely intelligent people who understand what is going on, are watching this debate show. And I don't want to appear as a fool to say that, well, yes, let me buy some excuses to protect whatever wrong is happening. I firmly would say that, look, as far as Hinduism is concerned, we are not a fundamentalist religion. We don't believe in fundamentalism. We are a religion of pragmatism. Extremely, since time immemorial, we have always believed in extreme pragmatism. And what is pragmatism today? That which was in fact articulated. That which was in fact articulated by the health minister. And
do you remember,
Navika, I don't see any reason as to why someone should be shouting in the middle of what I'm saying.
You are displaying your arrogance today. Your hypocrisy.
Okay, Navika, I think let him answer. If they don't want, no issues, Navika. I don't want to fight. I have said what I have to say. Let him shout.
Today we have 2 lakh cases.
Abdul Razak Khan, allow Dr. Patra to complete. Allow Dr. Patra to complete his statement, and I will come to you, Abdul Razak Khan.
He is talking about the religion. It is not fundamentalism. Ask him to talk to the point, Navika ji. Why is he beating around the bushes? He
Dr.
said
Patra,
Corona jihad.
pragmatism
not call this a
Hinduism is
self-interest.
not fundamentalist. We know all of these questions. If you are pragmatic, then why is the Uttarakhand chief minister blind to what is happening
the
in his
gyan.
state? Why are these permissions given in the way they are given? I want to ask you, Dr. Patra, that's the only question we are asking of the BJP tonight.
I'm ready to answer. The only request is don't allow the jihadists to shout in the middle of what I'm saying, because I'm going to speak what is really right. I'm not going to defend the indefensible. I'm not going to buy any excuse for anything wrong that is happening. So allow me. Let the jihadists should not interrupt when I'm speaking is my only demand. Thank you. Navika, when I talk of pragmatism, this is what Hinduism is. Anyone else who tries to define Hinduism by saying that this is our faith, and that's the reason as to why we cannot stop Kumbh Mela, that's the reason as to why we have to go for a holy dip, is absolutely wrong. Let me tell you, in Yoga Vasishtha, one of the most important scriptures of Hinduism, it is categorically stated that if truth comes from a lowly being, accept that and reject the utterances of even Lord Brahma if that does not appear to be true. So remember, truth is the most important thing that needs to be accepted.
Sambit
That is what
Patra ji,
Hinduism is
gyan
all
mat
about.
dijiye,
And what
bas
is the truth
apology
today?
kijiye.
We have to protect our nation.
Tell
We
the
have to-
nation that this is the
jihadist,
failure of
this
BJP.
jihadist
Out of
will not allow me to
protection
talk good about
One minute,
Hinduism. I
one
know.
minute, Abdul.
This jihadist will
Advisor.
terrorize me.
Dr.
He will not
Dr.
allow me to
Patra,
talk
Dr.
about.
Patra,
to
Dr.
evacuate
Patra,
3,000 people.
Dr. Patra सही तो कह रहे हैं अब्दुल रज़ाक खान, सही तो कह रहे हैं कि आप ज्ञान दे रहे हैं, आपके पावर में है कि आपने जो मुख्यमंत्री बनाया है वो बंद करवा दें ये सब. एक फोन की तो जरूरत है, वो फोन क्यों नहीं जा रहा उनको? Why is the senior leadership of the BJP not calling him and
जवाब
stop
दीजिए ना.
him from
धर्म का ज्ञान
making
दे
a
रहे हैं.
global embarrassment out of this Kumbh?
No, Navika, I believe the Kumbh will be called out. I'm sure that the meeting that took place today of the Chief Minister with the concerned officials as well as the akharas, by tomorrow or in a few days we are going to hear that it has been called out. And by the way, most of the akharas they have accepted. And as you pointed out, the Niranjani Akhara and the bigger Akharas of the 13 Akharas, they have in fact withdrawn. So I'm sure that the Shias also and the government is also going to look into this, and we are going to see discipline everywhere. I'm sure about that. And I also appeal to all the devotees, for God's sake, let's not spread corona. Let's not be castigated for any wrong that we do. Let's not wrong people. Let's protect this nation. Well, yes, faith is important, but please, let's first protect lives. The faith is always for the next time.
Abdul Razak Khan, he's saying sense. He's saying that, the meeting has happened and some decision will be taken maybe in the next 24 to 48 hours. Can you find fault with that?
Navika ji, my question is, when a national security advisor was sent to the Nizamuddin Markaz to evacuate the 3,000 people then and there, what are these people doing despite so many threats, when the country is logging 2 lakh cases in a day and more than 1,000 deaths every day due to COVID. Today, these people who are withdrawing from the Kumbh Mela, they go to their native districts. It is something like throwing a stone on a honeybee comb. All those going to be like super spreaders the whole country. I'm saying stop them and there.
अब्दुल रज़ाक खान, ये बात आपको आज समझ आ रही है? जब मरकज का इवेंट हो रहा था तब तो आप डिनायल में थे. शहजाद पूनावाला
नाविका जी देखिए, अरे नाविका जी देखिए, जब मरकज का इवेंट हो रहा था तो उन लोगों को पता भी नहीं था.
अरे ये साधु जाके थूक नहीं फेंक रहे हैं दूसरों के ऊपर और मार नहीं रहे डॉक्टरों को. हाँ, मैं इंडिफेंसिबल को डिफेंड भी नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मगर ये मत बोलिए ये साधु जाके किसी पे थूक नहीं थूक रहे हैं और ये किसी डॉक्टर को पिटाई भी नहीं कर रहे हैं, जैसे आपके लोग कर रहे थे ना, वो नहीं कर रहे हैं. याद रखिए इस बात को.
जरूरत है, जाइए. जैसे आरएसएस वाले आजादी की लड़ाई नहीं लड़े ना,
तो आप भी जाओ ना. आप भी हाँ, जब बुलाएंगे तो जाएंगे. पहले आप बोलो, आप किस पार्टी के? अरे टेररिस्ट पार्टी के टेररिस्ट प्रवक्ता, पीएफआई के टेररिस्ट प्रवक्ता, यहाँ के उछलो कूदो मत, बंद करो आतंकवाद. क्या बकवास होता है? आतंकवादियों को मत बुलाओ टीवी पे. नाविका जी, ये तो आतंकवादी है, ये आतंकवादी. अभी उठोगे तो नीचे AK-47 बम लेके बैठा होगा ये आतंकवादी. ये जिहादी आतंकवादियों को टीवी पे बुलाते हैं, इनका सर चढ़ जाता है. बैठ जा चुपचाप.
चमत्कार हम करें तो कुछ और. आप जवाब दीजिए ना.
शहजाद पूनावाला, let me get you in. शहजाद पूनावाला,
हिम्मत नहीं है.
Shehzad Poonawalla, I want to ask you two things. that today Mr. Abdul Razak Khan is a very logical man, and he says कि ये NSA आए थे मरकज पे, वहां उत्तराखंड में क्यों नहीं जा रहे? Well, the second part of the statement that he makes is right, that somebody should be taking onus and responsibility for what is happening, and I think Tirath Singh Rawat has been a disaster in the 1 or 1.5 months that he's been the chief minister of Uttarakhand, and if this is what BJP thinks that is a change for the better, then God help us in this country. But let me ask you, Shehzad Poonawalla, Abdul Razak Khan has completely forgotten that he was the same person who was saying there is nothing wrong in the Marcus meeting last year in March when Corona had scared the entire world.
That time the health ministry had said there is no threat. At that time the health ministry said there is no threat.
ये आपके लिए कोई
I'll have to lower your fader.
जी नाविका जी, देखिए ये अफसोस की बात है कि कुंभ जिसकी हिंदू और सनातन धर्म में इतना महत्व है, आज इसको विवादित विषय बनाया गया है। और मैं संबित पात्रा से 2-3 सवाल जरूर पूछूंगा। मैं ये जरूर उनसे पूछूंगा कि डॉक्टर साहब, आप तो खुद डॉक्टर है, तो क्यों आज हमारे संतों को, साधुओं को, अखाड़ों को ये फैसला करना पड़ रहा है जब उन पे त्रासदी आई, और क्यों वहां की सरकार ने फैसला नहीं लिया? पर अगर मैं केवल संबित से सवाल पूछूं, और ये सवाल मैं अब्दुल रज़ाक और उनकी मंडली से ना पूछूं कि जब दिल्ली के बॉर्डर पर फार्म प्रोटेस्ट चल रहा है, पंजाब में फार्म प्रोटेस्ट चल रहा है, इनके राहुल गांधी एक्सपर्ट बोलते हैं, उनके वहां की रिपोर्ट है, हिंदुस्तान टाइम्स में छपी है कि फार्म प्रोटेस्ट से कोविड नहीं बढ़ रहा। पंजाब में जो कोविड हो रहा है वो बिना फार्म प्रोटेस्ट के हो रहा है। वाह भाई वाह। वहां पे गुरुद्वारे में, गोल्डन टेम्पल में सारे लोग जमावड़ा करके स्नान करने चले जाते हैं, तब इनको वहां पे कोविड नहीं नजर आ रहा। वाह भाई वाह। कोई सेक्युलर कोविड वेव देख रहा है, कोई कॉम्युनल कोविड वेव देख रहा है। मतलब कुंभ मेला में जो हो रहा है वो कॉम्युनल कोविड वेव, और जो गोल्डन टेम्पल में हो रहा है, जो फार्म प्रोटेस्ट में हो रहा है, वो सेक्युलर थी। अब ये अब्दुल रज़ाक को देखिए, हिपोक्रेसी का मेला बना रखा है। ये वही व्यक्ति है जो बोलते थे मरकजी कोरोना फैला है तो क्यों आप उनको चिन्हित करते हैं, और यहाँ पर आकर हर एक हिंदू को चिन्हित करना कि देखो तुम कुंभ में गए थे, तुम कोरोना बॉम्ब हो, तुम कोरोना फैलाते हो। तो ये वही कर रहे जिसके लिए कल वो गाली दे रहे थे दूसरे लोगों को। तो सवाल ये पैदा होता है। और बंगाल में क्या चल रहा है? इलेक्शन रैली दर इलेक्शन रैली चल रहा है, और ममता बनर्जी बोल रही है आउटसाइडर
स्टॉप कर दे इलेक्शन।
तो आउटसाइडर से कोरोना
इलेक्शन कमीशन तो उन्हीं की टट्टू है।
वो
बोलेंगे मोदी जी वही सुनेंगे इलेक्शन कमीशन।
Let me get in Ghanshyam Tiwari. Ghanshyam Tiwari ji, I want to ask you this question. Farm protests still going on in many states in the north, especially in Punjab. That does not spread corona. When in the Golden Temple on the 13th, on the Baisakhi day, on the 13th of April, when there is a congregation of so many devotees, and there also in the Sarovar, people are taking a dip. At that time, why does no opposition party find anything wrong with that? Well, faith is faith, and faith is something that is to be respected. We may be Hindus, we also go to Gurdwaras as Punjabis, and we have faith in the Golden Temple. I personally go to the Golden Temple. But during COVID and the pandemic, many people would think that the logical thing to do would be to look at the fact that every place of worship needs to either follow those restrictions or need to be shut down. Ghanshyam Tiwari, why are questions only being raised about the Kumbh, about Uttarakhand, and not about Punjab as far as farmer protests, as far as Golden Temple visits are concerned?
Navika ji, today's newspaper in almost every state has front page pictures of somebody dead, fires lit, and in cases like Uttar Pradesh, government trying to hide 10s, 20s, 30s fires that are being lit. State governments, especially BJP government, getting accused by newspapers every state after state, saying that they are hiding numbers. We are not talking about hypothetical cases here. We're talking about real death. India is crossing more than 220,000. Here is a doctor sitting here on the panel, the only doctor on the panel. And his words are AK-47, Atankwadi. The only country that communalizes the virus, coronavirus, is India. And at the behest of the Prime Minister, Amit Shah, busy campaigning in Bengal, they have single-handedly doomed India in this pandemic. And there's no missing
who said
word.
that?
Mark my words.
Who called coronavirus an Atankwadi? I was calling the other person who wanted beheading of Kamlesh Tiwari an Atankwadi, and rightly so.
that
he
this
wanted the
government-
beheading
this
of Kamlesh
government
Tiwari.
actually
Let me tell you.
threat while the
Let me
revenue
tell you,
was cut
Abdul
down in
wanted
the
the
Sir, your
beheading of
BJP
Mr. Kamlesh
leaders and
Tiwari.
Tablighi
Did you
people
also
should
want
be
the
shot
beheading of
at.
Kamlesh Tiwari? And I would call anyone who
Sir,
wanted
BJP
beheading of
leaders
Kamlesh
said you
Tiwari an
should shoot down
Atankwadi.
the Tablighis.
Let me tell you, Mr. Abdul wanted beheading of Kamlesh Tiwari. He supported on national television beheading of Kamlesh Tiwari. Remember, and that's why I would denounce him and I would call him a supporter of terrorism in India. Remember that. You all supported beheading of Kamlesh Tiwari. Shame on you people. Shame on you
In
people.
Lucknow, in Patna, in Varanasi, in Delhi, in Mumbai.
And
What are you talking about?
you talking of hypocrisy, your leader Akhilesh Yadav said that he would not get vaccinated, and today when he's corona positive, you don't even have the gumption of saying that he's sorry about that statement of his. Your leader said that he would never be vaccinated. He called out to say that no one in India should be vaccinated because this vaccination drive is a farce. And you have the gumption of shouting on the national television, sir. You should be apologizing. Shame on you. Shame on the Samajwadi Party who said that this vaccination drive is a sham.
Akhilesh Yadav has also
You
tested
said
COVID
that.
positive because he met a seer from Kumbh. Now, he was meeting seers from Kumbh because he wanted to show his own astha. Where did his, care, where did his COVID... Where did his COVID appropriate behavior go? And let me ask you, when Sanjay Raut does a rally for a by-election in Maharashtra, in one particular area, in Pandharpur, I think, and, rest of Maharashtra has a lockdown, rest of Maharashtra has restrictions, but Pandharpur, rallies are allowed, Sanjay Raut can campaign. Ek shabd nahi nikalta aapka. Let me get in Sanjay Jha. Sanjay Jha, not one word of criticism about what the opposition does. Even today, we saw that the Trinamool Congress, we saw that the Shiv Sena, we've seen NCP, everybody is campaigning. Not one of them has said anything. Nobody has picked up the phone and called Captain Amrinder saying, क्या हो रहा है पंजाब में? Why are so many people? And let's play out the visuals of the Golden Temple as well, Shashi ji. I'm just telling my director, if we can play out the visuals of the Golden Temple as well. Just see the scenes over there. I mean, it may not be as bad as Kumbh, the numbers may not be as high as Kumbh, but the fact is, it's bad enough in terms of the crowding, in terms of no social distancing, in terms of no masks being worn by people taking a dip. So Sanjay Jha, I want to ask you, why is there selective outrage? Why should the same rule not apply to everybody in terms of accountability and responsibility?
Navika, a very pertinent question, and I want to be very honest with you. India's political ecosystem has been a monumental disaster over the last couple of weeks since the second surge has happened. You're absolutely right. I mean, I remember, Navika, you, Sambit, and I are three people who, if I'm not wrong, have been affected by the coronavirus. And we all know, and Sambit will know it as well, because he and I got affected, I think, within days of each other. It is a terrifying disease because there is no known cure to it as yet. And therefore, I do believe that, we should exercise ultimate discretion today, because we are all public figures. You are a well-known TV anchor. He represents the ruling government. I represent, as one of the suspended members of a party that has governed India for 55 years. And I want to make this one point here. In the Kumbh Mela administration, they have said, Navika, that 2,000 people have apparently tested positive. Don't look at the number as 2,000 because there are 2 lakh cases in India today and we are the most infected country in the world. That 2,000, Navika, is 25% of what India's infection was in late January, early February, in one place during this holy dip. And if we are going to be so irresponsible at this stage, the messaging is terrible. I still meet people from very urban educated class who believe that the entire vaccine hesitancy is justified. There are even people you will meet in rural India today who believe the coronavirus is nothing but some kind of a weird conspiracy. Imagine if they see these sites at Kumbh Mela or Golden Temple or the Pandharpur campaign, they will actually believe that every day when we come on TV channels and express our angst on the pandemic, they will think we guys are loony, that we guys are dorky, we are crazy, because that is not true. Otherwise, how can people take dips? How can people campaign in West Bengal? And I do believe this is a sign of a very dangerous new reality for India, that we are becoming so thick-skinned and oblivious of the threat on us that we don't care. Which is why, Navika, I want to let you know that the most depressing news item in a newspaper is when state governments are collecting lakhs of rupees from people who are not wearing masks.
Navika, may I just come in very quickly?
Absolutely. And I want to get in Dr. Patra. And Dr. Patra, therefore I come back to the moot point. बाकी दुनिया जो कर रही है उससे हमें मतलब नहीं है. You are the party that is governing the center. You are the party that runs many states in the country, and that is something that politically you see as an achievement. Then, Dr. Patra, what takes so long for the Uttarakhand government and the chief minister to take a decision on banning or closing or shutting down the Kumbh? Do you think this is not appeasement? Because रोज सुबह उठ के आप बंगाल में ममता बनर्जी को accuse करते हो appeasement के लिए. आप appeasement नहीं कर रहे? If this is not appeasement, what is it? Why are you scared to take an administrative decision on the Kumbh where there are crowds? Why is every other area in Uttarakhand subject to restrictions and curfews and what have you? Why there is no rok-tok, as the chief minister says, for the Kumbh Mela? Isn't this appeasement, Dr. Patra? Aren't you guilty as charged?
So, Navika, these are very logical points that you have raised and which other panelists have also raised. And that's the reason as to why I say that there are once upon a time, I mean, these moments do come in the life of a spokesperson when they say that we don't want to defend the indefensible. But I would also say, answering your question, remember, Navika, as far as the 13 akharas are concerned, they are the religious center of the majority of this country. So, of course, they have to be taken into confidence. And a decision as stopping the Kumbh is something which is quite humongous as far as faith is concerned. The government has talked to them. The chief minister has held a detailed meeting with all these akharas today, and I'm sure within hours, in fact, the announcement is almost in place. The akharas have been convinced that you all have to withdraw because this is in the larger interest of the country, and I'm sure the akharas are also going to withdraw. By the time we are having this debate and discussion, I have taken the real time.
I don't know if viewers are convinced. Akharas and seers have to be taken into confidence. Shashi ji, can we just pull out the picture of the man who was being beaten up because he was not wearing a mask? And on the other hand, the window of the chief minister of Karnataka tested COVID positive today, and he is coming out of a lift with his security personnel with him in a closed lift after he has tested positive. And that is the behavior from a second chief minister of the BJP, the party with a difference. Look at these visuals. One man who's being beaten up. And can we take that visual a little bigger, Shashi bhai? There, the policeman beats up this man because he is not wearing his mask and needs to pay a fine. तो उसको तो पड़ेगी मार, और ऐसे पड़ेगी मार कि उसके बच्चे भी रोएंगे आसपास. और दूसरी तरफ हैं हमारे चीफ मिनिस्टर कर्नाटका के, जो लिफ्ट से बाहर आ रहे हैं और उनके सिक्योरिटी पर्सनल, लिफ्ट मैन और सब उनके साथ चल रहे हैं क्लोज्ड एरिया में, क्योंकि चीफ मिनिस्टर इज पावरफुल. He needs security even in a closed lift, even if he is COVID positive. And they tell us we must pay fines. Well, we will pay fines. But what about you, chief ministers? Will you set the example? Will the BJP, which says it provides better standards of governance, take note of 2 chief ministers flouting COVID norms? Because citizens of India are not being taken into confidence in these decisions. Dr. Patra, I hope you will go back to your party and tell them the common man faces lathis, whereas chief ministers live like kings. And that is not an India which is equal for every citizen. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on debate number 1. Debate number 2 and the tape war in West Bengal coming up on the other side.